BMW's new electric SUV, Tesla Model Y competitor, it's gone on sale recently, and I've received some messages from many of you saying, should I buy Tesla Model Y or should I buy the BMW iX1? What's better? Which one should I spend my money on? And unfortunately, well, there's really only one winner here. One very clear-cut winner. In fact, the case, it's open and shut. It's really not close. Here's why only one of these two cars is actually worth you spending your money on. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. Thanks for tuning in. And awesome to have you here in this crazy week of EV news. Things have just gone out of control this week. There's just so much going on. I wish I could keep up, but I can't. Now, I've had my boys this week for a few days while their mum's been away on a business trip. We've had lots of fun, but it's been hard to get the videos done than I usually would. However, this is important. We need to know what's better, the Model Y or the iX1. Which one should you spend your money on? There's a very, very clear-cut winner here across multiple different areas. Now, first of all, why is this relevant? Well, it's relevant, and as some of you are saying when you see my comparisons comparing a Tesla vehicle to another brand, it's not fair to compare Tesla. Yes, it is. Come on, why is it not fair? I don't understand that. I mean, people are going to spend their money. Shouldn't they be told which one is better, right? Let's just look at the facts here. No emotion, facts only, facts only, facts only. Weight, prices of both cars. That's why it's relevant. The iX1 costs $10,000 more than the Tesla Model Y base model in Australia. So we'll compare those two. Now remember, this BMW is a bit more expensive than the Tesla Model Y. So here in Australia, $10,000 more. Depending on your market, it could be different. But that's around about the average. The average worldwide is that the BMW is around 15% more expensive. However, that's where things start to go a little pear-shaped. Now, sizes. The iX1 is 4.5 meters long. The Tesla Model Y is 4,750 millimeters long. So the Model Y is 250 millimeters longer, a fair bit longer. Length, 1,921 millimeters is the length of the Model Y, whereas the BMW is 1,845 millimeters wide. So the Model Y is a fair bit wider as well. 70 millimeters wider, in fact. Height, 1,624 millimeters for the Model Y, and the BMW is 1,642 millimeters. So the BMW is, well, 2 millimeters taller. Pretty close. Very similar. Model Y is approximately 10 to 12% bigger. But there's some other big differences here between these two cars, and it really shows. One thing that is very clear between these two cars is that BMW iX1 is built on an internal combustion engine gasoline platform. It's not built as a ground-up electric car. That, unfortunately, is reflected in the weight of these two cars. The iX1 weighs 2.1 tons, right? Even though it's a significantly smaller vehicle and uses lithium ternary batteries, meaning batteries using cobalt and nickel, whereas the Tesla Model Y uses LFP batteries, lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are traditionally heavier. In spite of that fact, and the fact that the Model Y is quite a bit bigger, it's actually lighter. It's nearly 100 kilos lighter. So what's that? It's about 200 pounds lighter, and it's 10 to 15% bigger, plus it uses lithium iron phosphate batteries. For those of you new to the channel, there's a big advantage of a lithium iron phosphate battery. That is, you can charge the battery to 100% and you can discharge to 0%, and it's not going to affect the life of the battery. You can do that whenever you want, right? With a ternary battery, a lithium ternary battery, which most EV manufacturers currently use outside of China, you will have an issue with battery degradation, as in your battery life will decrease if you charge to 100% and discharge to 0%, or if you supercharge them too often. You will get some effect on the battery. Now, every battery is different. We can't say exactly what the effect will be, but most manufacturers recommend you don't charge your vehicle battery to 100% unless it is a lithium iron phosphate battery. So there's a big advantage to LFP batteries in that respect. Now, most people would say, yeah, Viking, but the problem is the range of lithium iron phosphate batteries isn't as good as a lithium ternary battery. Well, that kind of used to be true, but here in this example, even though the Tesla is a bigger car, it actually gets slightly more range. It has a rated range of 455 kilometers on the WLTP cycle, while the BMW has a rated range of 435 kilometers. So you get about 20 kilometers more range, probably give or take the same thing, right? Basically the same range. But the Tesla car has the LFP batteries. Get a lot of peace of mind with that vehicle using that. In comparison, you don't have to worry about charging or discharging. Whenever you do that, doesn't matter. You can go and use superchargers. It's really irrelevant. That's why a lot of people now are saying, I'm hearing this more and more and more, I would not consider a car using anything other than LFP batteries. Lots of people are saying that. I've seen that comment repeated lots of times over the past few months. And remember, there have been a lot of battery recalls, but about 99% of those recalls haven't been for LFP batteries. They've been for lithium ternary batteries, in particular, batteries made by LG Chem mostly, or LG Energy Solutions. Now, what are the other differences between the two cars? Well, okay, now we know the Model Y is bigger, it weighs less, gets a tiny bit more range, it's $10,000 cheaper, and also there's one other difference. Because the Model Y is built as a ground-up electric vehicle, it has a lot more interior space. Now, for example, the Model Y's boot, it's around 700 litres in size. It's a pretty big boot. The BMW's boot, 450 litres. The BMW's boot is actually smaller in the electric version than what it is in the gasoline-powered version. One of the compromises of using a gasoline-powered vehicle, turning that into an EV, is you end up with things like a transmission tunnel. This electric car has a transmission tunnel, probably nothing in it because it doesn't have a transmission. So it's a compromise there. You mean obviously the back middle seat is going to have that compromise of having to put their feet over the sides of that transmission tunnel. There's little things like that that are contributed to the BMW being a compromise car. Now, it's still good value for what it is. To be fair, I mean, $84,000 for a BMW EV still seems like a pretty good price, but in comparison to the significantly cheaper Model Y, so far, it's well behind. To be fair, it's well behind. Now, there is one advantage to the BMW. If you like to have a digital screen right in front of you, like that for the driver you can see right in front of you, or a heads-up display, you can get those with the BMW. Tesla doesn't have that as an option. Now, I know some Tesla owners want that. Some Tesla owners think you're an idiot. Why do you need that? Some others think, well, I want that. And so some owners are fitting those retrospectively, getting aftermarket people to fit those. That's probably not something you want to do. So if you're dead set, you absolutely need that digital screen right in front of you, the BMW would be the better choice. The only difference is here, though, the Model Y has a much, much bigger digital screen in the middle. It's 15 inches. The BMW screen is 11 inches. Now, what about performance? Well, both cars have pretty similar performance. The iX1 will do 0 to 62 miles an hour, or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in around 5.6 seconds. The Model Y base model version will do it in just over 6 seconds. Not really much difference in terms of actual performance. Now, BMW says the rare earth materials, the cobalt, etc., and the lithium are sourced from responsible mining, and the powertrain lacks any types of rare earths. Now, while that's a good thing, personally, I think the peace of mind of knowing your LFP battery pack is going to last for at least twice as long as the battery pack in ternary batteries. It's another reason to really want to go with an LFP battery pack. So I'm not really buying the marketing there from not having any rare earths, because the LFP battery pack doesn't have rare earths either. It's not really a significant advantage there. Now, what about charging? Well, the BMW does have better charging at home. It has a 22 kilowatt AC onboard charging unit, meaning you can charge your EV faster at home. But of course, you will need to redo the wiring for that. Not many houses around the world would actually have the capability to charge your EV on a 22 kilowatt charger simply using your current electrical house, your network at your house. You'd have to actually get your electrician to install that, and that would be a bit of work, but it is a thing you can do if you want to. So it will charge faster at home than your Tesla vehicle, but your Tesla vehicle will definitely charge a lot faster at a fast charger station. The BMW comes with 130 kilowatt fast charging, whereas the Tesla Model Y will do around 200 kilowatt fast charging. So really, you're getting that back in terms of the benefits. I don't really see a big benefit of having your EV charge faster at home. Most people charge them overnight, and that's not really going to be a big issue for people, but it is something to think about. That is one benefit that BMW does have. But of course, the Model Y will charge a lot faster in its supercharging. And of course, the supercharger network is a lot better than BMW's charging network, which doesn't exist. Yes, of course, the BMW will work for a lot of different chargers. But right now, in most countries around the world, you can't use Tesla's supercharger network for the BMW. So that's still a bit of a plus there for the Model Y. Now, in terms of servicing and warranty, the BMW comes with a 3-year warranty. The Tesla comes with a 4-year warranty. So not a huge difference there, 3 versus 4 years. But the Tesla does make a point that you don't have to get your vehicle serviced to maintain your warranty. With the BMW, you do have to service your vehicle with BMW, and that does cost a fair bit of money. So that's something to consider as well, whether or not you're willing to pay those expensive BMW services. Now, in terms of actual digital software, very, very similar. BMW has their own version of autopilot. Is it as good as Tesla's? Don't know. Everyone says different things. Hard to really say. But they both have some pretty good standard safety equipment, pretty good autonomous driving, or semi-autonomous driving software, safety systems. They both have a 5-star safety rating. Tesla Model Y has the best safety rating ever for any vehicle on the Euro NCAP test. BMW iX1 hasn't yet been safety tested in its electric version. The gasoline powered version has been safety tested. The electric version hasn't. So we're not really sure yet whether or not it'll get 5 stars in this electric version. I'm going to guess it probably will. But that said, another BMW electric SUV recently got a 4-star safety rating in Europe. So there's really no guarantee on that happening. So as I personally see it, there are more color choices with the BMW. That's a pro, right? It's BMW. Some people like the brand of BMW. The styling, some people like the styling of BMW. I'm not really convinced the styling is really awesome for either car. It's okay. I mean, they're both not too bad. The BMW does have a heads-up display. And it does have the digital screen in front of the driver. Really, those are the main benefits to the BMW. Obviously, the Model Y. Better battery pack, a little bit longer range, much longer battery life. It's got a slightly longer warranty. It's a bigger car. It's significantly cheaper. It's not a compromise, and it weighs significantly less. I think it's pretty clear which is the better car here. Honestly, I think if you're going to spend your money, the obvious winner is the Tesla Model Y. Now, if you disagree with me, I'd love to know why. Let me know in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on these? If you've chosen to buy the BMW, let us know why. Tell us why you made that choice. Tell us why you made that decision, because frankly, it is a compromise. It is a gasoline-powered car. I mean, the boot in the electric version is quite a bit smaller than the gasoline-powered version because they've just taken a gasoline-powered car, converted it into an EV. And I'm pretty critical of that because I think it leads to compromises like smaller cars weighing a lot more than bigger cars, which are built as a ground-up EV. However, it's still an electric car and it's still better than buying a gasoline one. So even if you go the BMW route, hey, you're still going to get a good car. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.